It's your boy Jay Smooth, and you're tuning in to the Nightly Strange.
You're welcome to the Nightly Strange.
Welcome to the Nightly Strange, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, D-Mac Uno, live and direct from my mama's basement. How y'all doing? Special guest host in the building tonight, Jay Smooth. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Just living and loving life.
Yo, how's it treating you these days?
It's been okay. COVID has brought another level.
It has. It's fucking up the P game, bro. It's like I'm hesitating on getting a dating app. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be on it, like Bumble, fucking Plenty of Fish. Now I'm just like, I don't know. But then I see girls out, and I'll be like, ooh, man, she got some cute eyes. But I'm like, yo, girl, show me a picture of your teeth.
Yeah, the mask be covering up a lot.
Yeah.
Let me see your smile.
I don't want to see a girl with jacked up teeth and she can bite in the cake and spell Jesus. You know what I'm saying? She be like, how you doing? She be like, watch me chisel some wood.
Wendy Williams, man.
Yo, man, speaking of that, have you ever talked yourself out of some punani?
Man, I don't believe I ever have, and if I have, it's been so long ago, maybe in my younger days, but I usually let them just come to me.
I've done it twice. The last time I was at McLeod's, and I'm talking to this like cute little Pacific Islander girl, right? And I'm telling her about, I got gray hair, and she's like, oh, I got gray hair too, blah, blah, blah. And then we're talking about kids, and then I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I tell my daughters that I tell my daughters, I'm like, look, tell your boyfriends whatever they try to do to you, I'm gonna do to their mama. You know what I'm saying? And just threw her off, and she was like, well, good luck with that, and walked away from me. You know what I'm saying? And then one time it was my birthday, so my birthday is on December 31st, New Year's Eve. Everybody party. So I was hella drunk one time. I think I was like 22. And I'm drunk, and instead of me trying to like romance women and spit game to them, I'm just like, yo, who's fucking me tonight? It's my birthday.
Yeah.
Who's fucking me? And one girl was like, well, damn, since you're gonna be like that, I'm not. I was like, oh. All right, but that's when like
somebody will.
Yeah,
somebody
I was renting hotels back then. The old Chieftain.
Oh yeah, we've been through those days. Yeah.
I remember one time we rented the Chieftain and we invited these girls over. They didn't come over, and I was like, well, damn, they ain't coming. I need my money back. So we go back down to the dude. I'm like, yo, man,
get your $40.
Yeah, it was like $50. It was like $50. And so I was like, yo, homie. I told the dude at the counter, I was like, look. My friend got sick laying on the bed. These sheets weren't clean. And, it's because we already told him he had to come in and show the toilet was dirty. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, my friend got sick on the sheets. We had to rush to the hospital. He's like, oh, take your money. And I was like, cool, we dodged that bullet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like the one time I tried to go camping and we invited these girls and they didn't show up. So, like, we were all drinking and shit. I think I was like 17. And we're drinking and we like had barbecue coals and firewood because we forgot like spatula and shit. We were like ill prepared. And so I'm all drunk and I'm like, look, I bet I could run over these hot coals. And everyone's like, no, you can't. So I did it real quick. Bow, bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? They was like, no, sure. I was like, watch me do it. So I did it like 8 more times, right?
Yeah.
And so anyways, we kept drinking, we go to sleep. I wake up and I slept with my shoes on. And I wake up and my shoes is smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like smoke is coming out of my shoes from my feet and shit. I was like, damn.
Even though it's still sizzling.
My feet was fucked up for years after that shit.
Tripping.
Years after that. So you're a single father, right?
Yes, sir. So
what have you found that are some of the struggles as being a single father? Because I am one too.
Man, when I became a single father, it was a blessing for me. It was almost like it saved my life.
I feel you.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Because the way I was going, where I was headed, what I was going through, nobody was doing.
What was you doing?
Oh man, I was some things you don't want to put on the air like that,
but
I was doing some things that I can get you caught up and go to jail.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So when that happened, that really made me just slow down and recognize what I have and who I have, and actually who I am. You know what I mean. So I had to step it up. You know what I mean? I ended up stepping up not just for her, but all my kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah, like for me, I got my 2 youngest, man. I remember one time I picked my son up and he had a cast on his arm because his mom's boyfriend was playing too rough with him and broke his arm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then she made my daughter lie about it to not get him in trouble. And so I'm looking at my son all medicated up with a little cast on his arm, and I'm like, man, I can either continue doing what I want to do, or I can step in and be there for my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I've had my kids for 9 years, and now I regret it. What? You know what I'm saying? My kid's been gone for. I don't regret taking them out of the situation. I regret. I want to go back to being a weekend dad.
Yeah. That's cool. Sometimes
I want to be the fun dad. Oh yeah, you eat ice cream for dinner. You know, you want to have pizza for breakfast? Do what you want to do. I'm always yelling. I'm always angry. Like I said, like my kids have been gone for a week. Tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And like I smoke less cigarettes. I'm not as angry as I usually am. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids, if anybody has multiple kids, their kids do this shit. You be in a good mood, and one kid will tell you something that the other kid did, so you can be mad at the other kid. But like me, I'm just mad at both of them. Yeah, I'm like, snitches get stitches.
Yeah, I tell them, don't be over here telling them that.
For real.
Y'all gonna get in trouble. One person tell somebody one more time. Y'all both get in trouble. They didn't have to hear it no more.
You know what I'm saying? I call my kids when they're at their mama's house, and I can hear their mama cussing and screaming at them, and I'm like, ooh, see y'all on Saturday. Yeah. I'm having a good ass time. I come home, I ain't gotta cook nobody's food. Like today I bought groceries and I bought myself sandwich stuff to make sandwiches and chips. And I didn't have that worry because, you know, I got home and I can still eat sandwiches and chips. My kids live with me for 10 years. Yeah. I've given up a long time ago thinking about food that I think it's gonna still be there when I get home. Yes. You know what I'm saying? No, nothing. No soda. Like, and I'm also jealous of my kids. I would buy them gummies and give them one, then I'd eat them all through the night. And leave the box in there like they do you. You know how little kids do? They eat the last one and leave the box in there like
Dad, did you do this again?
Yeah. So do you feel it motivates you to do more since you are a single father?
It does. It motivates me to do more. It motivates me to work harder. I spend more time. You know, that the kid that you actually have, because I got kids that's about different women, and they're not all in the same home. Yeah. So once you get that one that's in that home with you, it's like that you love all of them, but that bond with that one is like a little different because they're there every day. It's just like sometimes women be like, he's over there with them kids. Not saying that he doesn't love his, because he's trying to be there too, but then this is where he lives, so you have to make sure this house is good, and then you still have to be obligated to do with your kid over here. And sometimes women don't understand that, you know.
Well, I mean, I think it also depends on the situation with the woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I've noticed, like, some women, if you don't want to be in your kid's life, they'll chase you all around. Be in this kid's life. Be in this kid's life. And if you do want to be in your kid's life, they're like, oh, fuck you, nah. This guy's the dad.
Ain't it so backwards?
It's hella backwards, you know. And I meet girls that are like, I will never put my baby's dad on child support. What for? He don't work no way.
I heard that before too, and I worked.
And I'm like, where were you when I was fucking raw? You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't I hook up with you?
Where was you at? I wish I would have thought things through. You know what I mean? I had good relationships, and you know I don't have no issues, baby mama drama or nothing like that. I never had that over anybody that they date or something. That's like, I guess I dodged that bullet.
I've always had it. I've always had it.
They're pretty good women, you know.
Yeah. Not mine. I used to, man.
I
used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, you know, I don't know, the way I attracted them. The women I attracted used to lie to be in my life. And so it threw me off. You know what I'm saying? And so like I would always try to be there. Like I've left a lot of good women. Like I'll have to say one. She don't listen to my show. LaRonda Robinson.
Oh yeah, she lives. She's out of state. She might
out of state, bro. Like
somebody's gonna tell her now. You'll put her name.
No, they don't listen to that kind of shit. She was perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? But I left her to be with my first kid's mom to try to make a family. But my first kid's mom saw I was with her and I was happy. So she was like, well, come be with me and be with a family. I was like, well, I broke with her to be with you to be a family. She was like, oh, you did? Well, fuck you. I don't want to be with you no more. You know what I'm saying? And then I beefed with her with my second baby's mom. Because we had issues. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to LaRonda Robinson, I'd like to apologize to you. If I wouldn't have left you and I would have known better, I would still be with you today.
LaRonda.
You know what I'm saying? 6 kids deep.
What? 6 kids
deep. 6 kids deep.
I think LaRonda only has, what? Maybe 2 kids?
2? I don't know. She blocked me on Facebook.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, man. There's a lot of...
You must have hurt her hard back then.
Yeah, well, you know, it was continue on.
I don't fuck with you. Got blocked.
Do you ever feel like, you know, being a parent that you're not doing enough and then somebody has to come tell you that, no, man, you're doing just fine?
Yeah, I've had those days because, you know, it's rough. It's tough sometimes where... You're just trying to do this, you're trying to do that. And it seems like you're not getting anywhere.
And your daughter stays with you. Yeah. And it's different having a daughter. Like, you know, my daughter stays with me, but I also have my son that stays with me. You know what I'm saying? And so my son, that's my little buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's on my hip. As soon as I get home, hey dad, look at this TikTok video. Look at this, look at that. I'm like, God damn, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But come back. You know what I'm saying? But like with girls, it's different. Like you want to be soft with them.
You got to be softer.
But it's also like, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, I was a man hoe. Yeah. So it's like I tell my daughter, you know, things that she should look out for. And if she's doing stuff like my daughter, my girls be taking pictures, they having their tongues out and stuff. on TikTok and hanging with friends. I'm like, look, what?
Yeah, little things trigger other grown ass men and their tendencies and stuff. You gotta watch what you're doing, how you do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my oldest daughter, she's 17. She'll be 18 in January. Woo! Hallelujah!
Come on.
Woo! Hallelujah! I'm gonna give her a cake and a coupon to stay tonight. Woo! Woo!
You said a coupon to stay tonight?
I can't coupon to stay tonight.
Come on.
I can't wait till the child support's over. Like I said in my last show, motherfuckers will never know what it's like to pay child support.
Come on, man.
And then after if you don't pay in 6 months, they take your license.
Come on.
They take your passport.
Come on.
And you can go to jail.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Been there. Just because, you know what? It's not even the fact that I wasn't paying my child support. I was working on base, contract job. That contract's over. Now you're out of work.
Unemployment. Yeah.
Unemployment is weak. Trying to make it. You're still trying to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I got a little back up here, a little back up there. But you know, they know it's not like I'm ducking and dodging, not trying to, no, I'm not paying this week, forget that. Yeah. There's no way. I'm having you take it directly out of my check. Yeah. So, you know what I mean?
I said that before, man. Like, you know, it's crazy because, like, for my kid's mom, my youngest two, you know what I'm saying? They never child support never catches on. I got to call them and be like, yo, she got a job. You know, and then for me, when I
call for myself, be like, you know, I just called, I just switched to this job. I want you guys to know so you can take it out my child support.
Bro,
because if you don't call them, they'll up it when they catch it.
Nah, they don't even do that to me. Like, I swear, I get the job and they be like, you're hired. And I'll walk out the door and the child support lady's like, I knew you'd get it. Here, sign this. You know what I'm saying? Like, dead ass, bro. They be on my ass.
You should do a little video clip where that happens.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they be on me. Boom. I remember one time I was on a paternity test, bro, for this chick. And I knew the baby wasn't mine, but I go, you know, because you can go online and check how much child support you're paying and how much you're getting, and I see a new number. I call my lady, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, well, since you're on paternity test, you might be the father. We're just setting it up ahead of time. I said, the fuck? What? Ahead of time? The fuck? What?
Ahead of time.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I remember I got that paternity test in the mail. And I turned the lights off in my house real low, and I realized I couldn't read in the dark, so I turned it back on, and it said, you're not the father. After that song, that baby don't look like me. I'm in the house dancing like, woo, woo. After that, bro, I left them alone. I was single for 9 years.
Yeah, I did a fraternity test one time. It was all good.
Yo, so do you feel women are more attracted to you since you are a single father?
You get it both ways. You know what I mean?
But being a single father?
Half the time, me being a single dad, I really haven't even really looked deep into really being with someone or taking that step because I have my daughter.
Yeah,
and I just don't want anybody being around her, anybody coming.
I feel you gotta sneak them in and shit.
I got a greater appreciation for single moms that are doing it the right way. They are doing their thing, and I realize it could be tough for just one.
Yeah.
It could be tough for two. It could be tough for three. No matter how many you have. But when you have a kid and you're doing it on your own. Yes, it is what it is. But I got a good support system.
That's nice. Yeah, me too.
Parents, godparents, that's in the life too that come, if I need her to get her or whatever's going on. So that's a plus. So I try not to take that for granted.
Yeah. No, I used to start ducking them, man. As soon as remember I used to live on. Mm-hmm. So as soon as girls be like, I'd be like, yeah, I got my 2 kids that live with me. Yeah. I got my own place. I got a job. This is my cars. And they'd be like, oh, this is all you? You got all this? Mm-hmm. Really? You know what I'm saying? They just be jumping, and I'll be like, what the fuck? I'm like, nah. Like, it's like they see what you got, and then they want a piece of that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just trying to duck it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said on my show before, I was like, marriage to me is like, hey, girl, let's bet half my shit we stay together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want no problems with that.
For real.
Yo, have you found benefits to being a single father?
Benefits to being a single father.
Or to being a single parent?
I'm not really sure. Well, I guess, yeah. You ain't got to deal with the other shit.
Well, what's that?
Come with the mother or the other parent and things like that.
I ain't got to deal with it now. My kid's mom got fucking warrants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What is she going to do?
She ain't going
to go to court.
Yeah. So, like my daughter's mom, she's passed. She got a car accident and stuff like that. So, rest in peace to her.
Yeah, R.I.P.
And then, so it's just different because she doesn't have that mom. So I gotta be, what do you call it?
Not mom and dad.
No, I gotta be mom and dad, but I gotta sometimes think even be even more sensitive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because as she grows, I can be stern, but then I also have to be soft.
Yeah.
Because I have to learn how to show that love that a mama shows. But most men don't show that same type of love.
Yeah.
Different.
You know, for me, like, you know, I got my daughter and my son. So I was trying to do that for my daughter, but then my son was following in my footsteps. So I said, fuck that shit. I was like, you know what, little girl?
Like, nah.
You just gonna have to catch up. You know what I'm saying? But they're different. Like my son, he don't like bugs and he don't like animals and that shit. He don't like bugs at all. Like a fly flies by the face, he's like, ah! My daughter, she'll catch the fly and the fly want to be her friend. Yeah. Like one time she was outside and there was a bird on the ground and she picked the bird up. You know what I'm saying? And the bird, she brought it in the house. She's like, look, it's my new friend. It's a bird. Blah, 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 blah.
It was hurt?
It was, no, nothing wrong with the bird. You know what I'm saying?
And my flew away or nothing?
No, check it out. So she's taking the bird, you know what I'm saying? My mom's like, get the bird out the house. So she goes back outside. She's holding the bird in her hands. My son's like, let me touch it. She's like, no, don't touch the bird. He's like, just let me touch it. He goes to touch the bird, and the bird's like, fuck this shit, and dips. You know what I'm saying? Flies away.
She's the animal whisperer.
Yeah, she is, bro. Like, she used to pick up slugs when she's like, this is my little friend. You know what I'm saying? His name's Slowy. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like just, she just has that thing. But my son, he don't care nothing for that. But like I said, I can't be soft. Mm-hmm. I'm soft with her, like when it's me and her.
Yeah.
I talk to her because she tells me everything. Even if I don't want to hear it, like both my daughters, that's how I want them. I want them to tell me everything, even if I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they do, because I remember being young, bro, and just meeting girls, and they didn't know shit.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Their parents didn't tell them nothing, bro. And for me, it was easy to manipulate them.
Yeah, but I want my kids to be able to talk to me too, because I didn't talk to my parents about jack, about nothing.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell my parents
no
nothing.
No that, no nigga.
Well, I talked to my dad about sex. My dad gave me the greatest quote ever about sex. He said, look here, little motherfucker. Excuse me, I'm gonna say it like this. There was pussy here before you got here, and there's gonna be pussy here after you leave. So get as much as you can while you're here. I said, what the fuck? Kill you. You know, he also said, like, one time he was stealing, because my dad, he was a sailor, bro. Yeah. So, like, he would drink like a sailor into his old age. So he would start drinking on fucking Friday, and then I catch him on Sunday, and he walked around the house with a blanket over his head. So I was like, here, man, smoke some weed. You know what I'm saying? So he started smoking weed, and he stopped drinking. And one time he was sitting here smoking weed, and he was like, you know what? I was like, what? He's like, Angelina Jolie looked like a hole in the face.
Because her lips?
I don't know what he was.
She like a hole in the face.
He said she looked like a hole in the face.
Because her lips so big.
I don't know.
She had them dick-sized lips.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So what do you think about the Olympics announced that they're gonna have breakdancing in the Olympics?
I wish I was a breakdancer.
Bro, that's always been my goal in life, is to be a breakdancer.
But I remember in junior high, I used to try to get down with them.
With the little Filipinos and shit, bro.
Filipinos,
Chris Newsom and shit, yeah.
And be in there trying to do it.
Now, if it was pop blocking, bro, I'd kill that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's part of the breakdancing.
Yeah, that's. But I want to be able to do T-flares, spin on my head.
Spin on my head.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. I want to be able to do all that shit, but I can't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm overweight.
I used to try to spin on my head. I would fall over.
Yeah, I tried it once, bro. I got lightheaded because I'm too fat. So I was gonna break my neck. So I was like, fuck that shit. But yeah, I've always wanted to break dance. That's like my goal. Like one time I had to go get an award in front of like all the is it cities? All the cities, and they were like, what's one thing you want to do on your bucket list before you die? I was like, I want to learn how to break dance. You know what I'm saying? And they all giggled like, ha ha ha, we can move the fucking bench. You can break dance right here. I was like, ha 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 ha. I would if you had a boombox.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
cardboard.
Saying? Yeah, something. You remember that shit. Put the cardboard down, bust it out.
Yeah.
Like I can do the little dance thing and shit with my feet, but yeah, man, I think that's pretty dope in the Olympics. I will watch the Olympics now for breakdancing.
I think they're supposed to have like 16 teams. I know the uniform, I know they're coming from everywhere, but I don't know how they're picking these people. How do you know who's the best B-boy?
They're probably going to go off the BC1. So Red Bull does this thing called the BC1, where they have a tournament of breakdancers or B-boys, and they all make it to the stage. So when you finally get to the BC1, it's all the breakdancers from around the world.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like I try to watch it every year. It's hard to catch it because they don't announce it or do much stuff. I follow them on Twitter. But if anyone knows, the Red Bull BC1, that's the breakdancing championships of the world. And the shit's dope. I saw the one dude, he did some shit where he was moving his leg and then he was spinning on his head, and then he did something where he took his hand and put it on the back of his head, and then he took his other hand and moved it around the back of his head, and he grabbed his arm while his head was on the ground and then spun his arm with the other hand and then spun on his head, and he won. Bro, it's fucking sick.
Double jointed my behind.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I've always wished I could break dance. Like, even back in the day, back in the 80s, bro, when you would see them, you know, crush grooving, doing all that shit, bro. Like, I always wish I could break dance, but I couldn't. And now I'm what, 30-something, 37. I'll be 38 in a couple days. And it's like, I feel like my dream is getting away from me.
38.
Yes, sir!
I'm close to 40.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Yo, are there things, you know, speaking of children, are there things that you ever did as a kid that was just lazy shit?
Oh yeah, I could probably say this is a lazy moment. We had in the front of our house, when you walk in the house, we had a closet where you put your coats at. At the bottom of the closet, we supposed to put the fire logs, the logs that you know from Parker Lumber. I used to throw beer cans behind them in the back because I didn't want to put it in the trash.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to get caught. So by the time I moved out the house, years and years and years later, at the bottom of the closet, so my parents is cleaning out the closet, I get a phone call. I mean, like, this is years later.
Yeah.
So you know they ain't went in that closet and cleaned it out, nothing. Man, this beer can, the doctor, he was drinking and having parties in the house. Man, I found a bunch of beer cans down at the bottom of the closet, man. I said, yeah, Dad, I was, you know. Man, I never knew. You was good, boy. You was good.
Shit. All right, I got a couple of them, man. Like, for me, once, like, things I did as a kid when I was lazy. Like, one time I remember I was a little kid, and I was like, I was about to take a shower, and I was like, you know what? I'm not taking my socks off. I'm gonna have to put them on again anyways, right?
Who does that?
Bro, I'm a little kid. So I was like, you know, I get in the shower, I do my thing. I'm like, yeah, I gotta take these socks off and they get soaking wet. You ever try to take soaking wet socks off? That's the hardest shit in the fucking world. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if it's hard to put on.
Hell yeah, bro. It's like, I remember one time I had a party at my parents' house and they was gone. And we had a camera, right? So I'm taking pictures. So I fucking got the pictures developed. Left them laying around the house. You know, my dad comes up to me and he's like, look here, little motherfucker, come here. He's like, not only did you have people at my house, not only did you have a party at my house, but how the fuck you gonna take a picture standing on my couch with two women in front of you? And there's a picture with me that you're posing and there's two women sitting under me while I'm standing on his couch like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Pops, man. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. man. I love that motherfucker. So, man, how has life been treating you during the pandemic?
Man, it's been all right. You know, I haven't been affected. I've been tested. It came back negative. Some people around me from in the beginning, that's why I haven't got tested in the first place. Speaking of my family, we had to go bury my grandma earlier this summer. And then on the way back, you know, some people, they started making phone calls like, hey, we were tested positive, so you guys might want to go get tested. So, you know, we can get tested.
It's just like fast moving AIDS.
Then me and my kids didn't get it, but I had a couple people in my family that got it. They went through it. I understand it.
It's like, Justin, remember that time you put the finger in the girl's butt? Yeah, you might want to get tested.
We'll get tested.
So have you seen the thing with the Galactic Federation?
No, what is that?
All right, man, let me explain this to you. So there was an Israeli scientist, not a scientist, man. Let me find out where he's at. He's talking about the aliens, all right? Former Israel space security chief says extraterrestrials exist and knows about it. So let me read you a piece of the article.
I believe it.
A former Israeli space security chief has sent eyebrow shooting heavenward by saying that Earthlings have been in contact with extraterrestrials from a galactic federation. The unidentified flying objects have been asked to not publish that they are here. Humanity is not ready, said Haman Assad, if I said his name right, former head of Israeli Defense Ministry Space Directories. A respected professor and retired general, Assad said the aliens were equally curious about humanity and were seeking to understand the fabric of the universe. Now, for me, this makes sense because remember, out of nowhere, said, hey, I'm going to make a new branch of the military, Space Force. And they're like, why are you making a Space Force, you crazy loon? And he's like, to protect ourselves from, you know, things coming from space. And no one thought about it. And then he was like releasing videos of, you know, flying saucers.
I believe it's out there. I watched some things before where they'll come and they'll just see. And then all of a sudden you see them just vanish.
Yeah.
And be gone. Because they've seen that you've seen them.
Yeah, and so for me, I always thought that, like, it wasn't space aliens. I thought it was time travelers. Like in the future, they got like an amusement ride at Disneyland 4000, and they were like, "Hey, you want to go back to 1995?" You know what I'm saying? The people go back and be like, "Oh, look at them, using telephones and shit."
Let me go back.
You know what I'm saying? But it also makes sense to think that we are the only species in the universe. Like every time you see a star, that's a sun, and to that sun there are maybe 8 to 9 planets revolving around that shit, 3 moons to each planet, and to think that we're the only species is ridiculous. But for me, I always thought that aliens would fly by Earth and lock their doors. Like, no. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Fucking with them.
No. We get Jerry Springer on our planet. We see what's going on over there.
I got a partner. He's really into that, and he be at my house sometimes. And, he'll cut it on YouTube. Conspiracy theories. Yeah. We watch all this stuff. And I believe it's real.
Now the one shit I don't like is Ancient Aliens. Have you seen that on History Channel?
It's been a minute. I don't think so though.
See, at first I was like really into it, but then I had to think about it. Like, that shit is pretty fucking insulting. What? Ancient aliens. And I'm gonna say this to say that it doesn't make no sense. Just because you can't explain how ancient civilizations used to do shit.
Putting your own titles and stuff on it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it had to be aliens. No, motherfucker. The reason you don't know how they built the pyramids and all this other shit is because every time a civilization got conquered, they put everything to the fucking torch. They burned it all. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Mayan fucking calendars, they're like, oh, the world ends in 2020. No, what happened there is that I think it was the Catholic Church or whatever church was in there, they were burning all their fucking history. And some dudes were like, yo, we shouldn't burn all this shit. And they grabbed a couple books and saved them. And the books that they saved had those calendars. And they stopped at a certain year. And some people, they're like, oh, the world should end at 2020. But this is not Hollywood.
No.
People don't understand. Yeah, the world's ending at 2020, but it's ending slow. You're watching the polar ice caps melt. You're watching fucking the water rising slowly. Hollywood makes all that shit happen in an hour and a half. Yeah. TV makes it happen in 30 minutes. The Earth is gonna take its time and fuck you slowly.
Yeah, it says it.
You know what I'm saying? Like a prison punky. Hey, my name's Bubba.
When it's gonna be the end, you're not even gonna know. It's just gonna happen.
So have you seen any of the controversy with the HBO Max and the Warner Brothers movies with the Chris Nolan?
I haven't. What's that about?
So what's happening, right? Since it's COVID, bro, and the movie theaters are shut down, HBO Max and Warner Brothers have teamed up. So they're going to release all their theatrical movies on the streaming service as they release them in theaters.
Yeah, boy.
You know what I'm saying? So they're going to release on Christmas. They're going to release.
Like but you have to pay for it.
No. As long as you have HBO, they're not gonna do you like Mulan and Disney where it's like $30. HBO Max. So when Christmas hits, they're gonna drop Wonder Woman 84. You know what I'm saying? And so next year they're also gonna drop The Matrix. They're gonna drop a slew of movies. The Matrix is the only one I want to see.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But they're gonna as soon as they're supposed to hit the theaters, they're gonna drop them on HBO Max. And Chris Nolan is upset because he's like, yo, my movies were made for theater, for people to see it in theater. You know what I'm saying? He's like, and you're messing that up because you're dropping them on the streaming services. It's destroying movie theaters. But for me, I'm like, yo, movie theaters, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? If the movie companies aren't cutting the movie theaters in on some money, because most people don't know this. Let me explain this to people. Every time you buy a ticket to a movie theater, that whole $10, $15 goes to the movie studio. The movie theater makes money off concession stands. That's where all their money comes from. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you buy the ticket, that goes away. You have to buy popcorn, $10 popcorn, a $6 soda for the movie theater to make money. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, if the movie companies ain't cutting the movie theaters into that shit, fuck them.
Because fuck them, that's why.
So man, I'd like to thank you for coming to my show this evening.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Hey, no doubt. Is there any shout outs you want to send to anybody?
I just want to say happy holidays, everybody. Man, through this pandemic, stay safe. Wear your gloves, your mask.
Wash your ass.
Wash your hands, brush your teeth. Use Listerine.
Yeah, they said Listerine. Listerine actually helps.
I got a big thing of it, brother.
I always wonder. I wonder if people that were vaping is fucked up right now.
I Listerine probably like three times a day.
I do about once, twice. Sometimes I want my breath to get funky, so people stop asking me questions.
I'll brush like once in the morning. I'll try to remember in the afternoon, but throughout the day, I'll go ahead and just.
Yeah. I posted out my shit. I was like, people have choices in life. It's like, look, you can floss right now, or you can have a meal for later.
That's crazy.
And
nasty.
Hey, so I'm hungry. I'm starving.
Got some chicken over here.
No, I don't want it, bro. There was a hair in it. I saw you pull the hair out your mouth and put it, and I helped him. Yo, I want to let everybody know before we go. Stop taking the hair. If you eating some food and you find a hair in that shit, do not sprinkle it on the ground and embarrass.
Do not.
Take that hair, put it in a bag.
Yes.
Take half of what you eating because you know you're still hungry.
Yes.
Put that shit in the bag. Go back to where you got the food.
Yes.
And show them the hair and the food. What they're gonna do, they're gonna try to take it from you and give you coupons and money back and all that shit. Say no. Take it to the health department and you're gonna get $50,000 plus money for pulling that hair out your motherfucking mouth.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? But once again, I'd like to thank Jay Smooth for coming to the basement here on the Nightly Strange. You send your shout outs to everybody, right?
Yes.
Cool, because we've been drinking and he's been eating hairy chicken. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is the Nightly Strange. I'm D-Mac Uno, Jay Smooth in the building.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week.
You're welcome to the Nightly Strange.
Strange.